Hey there, I was going to share with you guys today one of my favorite recipes that my family loves for Mexican food that's a little bit on the healthier side and would be really easy to prep ahead. So we call them turkey tacos because we use ground turkey. So I have here browning in my pan my ground turkey with some salsa. Use your favorite salsa, whatever flavor you like. We really like the On the Border brand. The flavor for this works great for us. So start the ground turkey in your pan and get it partially browned, and then add the salsa and let it finish browning, and that'll get the flavor in there. I usually do about a half a cup. I eyeball it. And you can always add more at the end or add more on the tacos when you're actually serving them. So once this is browned and the ground turkey is ready to go, all you have to do is add 1 can of black beans. And I just drained them and I rinsed them a little bit in the can, but I don't get too worried about it because I find that with the beans, it also creates like a thickening agent to a little bit too, so it isn't as saucy of or runny of a taco seasoning. And then I do a can of southwestern corn, and of course it's got the poblano and the red pepper, so it gives it a little bit of a extra flavor. What this does when you add corn and beans is it makes that 1 pound of ground turkey go a lot further. So it's really easy on the budget. Plus, you're not eating, quite so much of the high calorie turkey. Yes, turkey's healthier, but it's still, it's a meat and it's got calories and stuff in it too. So this really kind of balances out. You've got the good healthy beans and the corn, which is just a filler. And it's a really good flavor. So now I just have to let the rest of this warm up because, of course, I put those in cold, the cans. So let me share with you some thoughts I've had on prepping ahead, because the success you have with cooking ahead is really about a little bit of pre-planning. And with this meal, you could make it ahead of time and put it in the fridge. If you want to, you could probably freeze it. You can either freeze it once you've just got the meat cooked and the salsa in it, or you could probably take it the whole way. I'm pretty sure the corn and the beans will freeze just fine. What I encourage you to do if you're going to freeze it though is to freeze it in the size that in the portions that you're going to serve. So this will probably feed a family of 4 2 times if everybody's going to have 2 tacos. If you have big eaters, teenage eaters, it may be mostly for 1 meal and then maybe a lunch for a couple people. The key here is to go ahead and do it ahead of time so it's not a big burden, although making it straight up right before dinner is about a 15-minute deal. You just brown the meat and add the stuff at the cans, and then it will cook very nicely. The other thing is if you're cooking for only 1 or 2 people, then make it and then portion it out and save it. You can either eat it the rest of the week, take it for lunches, or again, like I said, freeze it. When you're cooking for 1 person, it is such a great tool. If you will freeze things in Ziploc bags, weigh it out to 6 or 8 ounces, or spoon it out like it would be 2 tacos or whatever you're going to eat, and put that in a baggie, and then put those individual freezer bags in 1 giant gallon freezer bag and stick it in the freezer. Now you've got dinner that you don't really even have to thaw it, because it will thaw in the microwave really great, and you have dinner quickly and easily on a work night, and it doesn't take quite as much, and it's easy to convince yourself when you're cooking for 1 to just pull something out and heat it up. I serve it with tortillas or with taco shells. Tonight we're going to do it with tortillas, and you can get the regular tortillas, or we have found that the carb balanced tortillas are actually pretty decent, and they have less calories and less carbs, so that helps a little bit with our health journey that we're on. So I hope this helps. Plan ahead a little bit, and you can also cook homemade meals and have taco night at home, but it won't be a burden to cook with. One side I like to make sometimes is I'll take, instead of making Spanish rice, I'll use riced cauliflower. You can buy it in the freezer. And if you'll search Google for it, it's very easy. Spanish cauliflower rice. It uses tomato paste and rotel or diced tomatoes with chili peppers and some seasonings. And it's really, really good. You could barely tell it's not rice. and it's a good way to get a vegetable on the side, and we really enjoy it. So that's another thing. I might do a video on that another time. Let me know if you want to know how I do that. So let me know what you think of this recipe, and what do you do to plan taco night? What's your favorite family taco night recipe?